Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of HRD 631. We're still in week number 5, and right now it's Saturday morning. We still have today, Saturday, tomorrow, Sunday, for you to submit your exploration project questions and or participate in the discussion forum. And before we go to week number 6, which starts on Monday, February 20th, just want to make a couple of comments on the discussion forums so far this week, including and particularly in week number 5. I want to thank everybody for we've had outstanding discussion forums this semester. I want a big shout out to Danella for chiming in. I appreciate her help and our class's help with the discussion forums. It's been great. And I want to just thank you for keeping up these discussions on a weekly basis. I've taught this course for quite some time, and I have to say the discussion forums in this particular class have just been outstanding, both from a style, content, the length of what you're posting. I think you're just doing a great job, so keep it up. If you have not participated this week, we still have today and tomorrow to do that, and I would appreciate everybody chiming in, and we'll move on from there. So where are we at with the assignments? Well, week 1 through 4, we're just finishing up. I will have people's grades coming up this week on your discussion participation. And really that is, as you know, I clumped this into really quarters. The class, this will be for weeks 1 through 4. It's possible to get 25 points for each one of these quarters for a 100-point max. And that's really predicated on your initial post and doing a couple extra posts commenting on other students. So your grade will be a reflection on, first of all, the quantitative side of things. Did you do the initial post and then jump in on a couple others? And also the quality of your post. But especially in the first week or the first quarter, I'm pretty liberal with the grading. So if you haven't had a chance to do it, you still can circle back and do a post. Just say you missed it in week number 2, and I will account for that. So the exploration project questions due tomorrow, and then our first, big assignment, what I consider a big assignment, isn't coming up till March 5th, but we will cover that next week in a little more detail. So let's go to week number 6. In week number 6, we study 2 really important topics in the world of adult learning and adult education. First one is transformational learning, and the second one is experiential learning. So transformative learning, some people call it transformational learning, but it's officially it's transformative learning. It was developed by Jack Mesereau, who is one of my kind of guru hero type people that he studied. He really came up with this whole theory. And the theory of transformational learning, there's different steps that a person goes through. And the first one is called the disorienting dilemma, where something happens to you or there's an experience, and it throws you for a loop. Not a little loop, a major loop. And I can tell you from my experience, I've had a bunch of these in my lifetime, and I've gone through the steps that Jack Mesereau describes. When you get to the end of it, there's kind of resolution, you've accepted it, but initially the disorienting dilemma that Mesereau talks about really affects a lot of people. And I've had, like I said, just to give you an example, I was a ski instructor at Sunday River for a number of years. And one year I was sitting in a session where we had to listen to somebody that I think they had a PhD in adult learning. And he talked about the difference between kids and adults. And from a teaching standpoint, everybody left the room and I was just sitting. I sat there just floored. And I truly had a disorienting dilemma because I knew I had to change my life. I knew I had needed to go in a different direction. And I did, but there was kind of a long, dark tunnel that followed that I followed, and eventually, I got my master's degree and doctorate, and we will, and things turned out fine. Another one for me was kind of hitting bottom with my alcoholism. I've been sober for 31 years, and it seems like a long time in the past, but I stopped. Things had happened to me, and it truly was a disorienting dilemma. So I hope you enjoy this topic. You don't have to share, kind of your story, but I want to tell you this is it's a deep, kind of profound way of learning. The other one is experience through learning. When I think of this and introducing it, you might have participated in a ropes kind of course. That is experiential or experience in learning. By doing something, you're learning. So we have information in here. I'd like you to participate in the discussion forum. Chapters 7 and 8, I didn't mention that. And then we have a couple of things coming up. First of all, tomorrow, the exploration project question. I'll give you comments on it, including, this is great, move on. And if it's too big or too small, I might say that. Then we'll have information coming up on the LRP, the reflection paper coming up. So we have some week 6 overview things to do, advanced organizer for week number 7, electronic reserve articles, video, TED Talk, and then a PowerPoint presentation that I put together on these important topics. What just happened there? Oh, there's the actual presentation. I hit that, so I apologize. Let's go back, come down to the bottom, and I'll show you so we have the question here in our discussion forum. Please participate in that. So that's it for me. 7 minutes and 14 seconds. It has to be some kind of record. If you have any questions, please let me know. Keep up the great work. And just a reminder, in a couple weeks from now, we will, maybe 2-3 weeks, we'll have our spring break. So more to come on that. Okay, everybody, have a great week. Let me know if I can help in any way. Bye.